Hello YouTubers, my name is Robert. I'm going to show you how to find power for a MaxxFan. This happens to be a 7500 model MaxxFan with remote. This is the Deluxe series, and I wasn't really sure how to get power to an exhaust fan for this particular fan in the unit. And today we are installing one of the MaxxFans in the rear bedroom to replace a manual vent. So this was the old manual crank vent here, where you'd be opening it up by hand. So now we're going to be replacing it with a powered vent fan. So what I did was took off the trim ring. You see the garnish, the trim garnish is here. So by removing the 4 screws from around the trim here, around the garnish, you'll be able to remove the cover. Once the cover is removed, I was looking to see if there was any additional power up here, but my unit wasn't pre-wired for powered fans. However, there was some wiring here, but this particular wiring goes to the LED lighting that's already in the trailer. So this pretty much is going to work off of a switch. So we don't want to use this because we don't want the fan to work off a switch. We want a constant 12 volt power. So the nearest power supply that I could find in the unit was going to be right here in the bathroom. So right behind this door here, there is a powered bathroom exhaust fan. So I took the garnish cover off of there and saw where that power was coming from. The power here was a 14 gauge wire. You're hot and you're ground here. So this is what I wanted to tap in. So the distance from the bedroom fan to the bathroom is about 6 feet. So in order to get the wire through here and through the insulation and through the ceiling, basically I just fished the if you have fiberglass sticks, you can probably do it with, or find a way to fish it through, and you can make your way out to the bathroom. And you know, when you're up here, there's I don't know if you can see here or not, but there's insulation that you might have to fight through, some insulation, and then there's plywood, and you might also come across the roof supports, which are also in aluminum. But nevertheless, you can probably fish your way through there and end up pulling, you might pull some insulation through there or whatnot, but once you find your way, you can get the wires pulled back to the location that you need them. So once you get your wires pulled back, I happen to put mine, I encased them in a black, just a plastic cable protector, and then I also ran a 14 gauge wire, as you can see here. So I also put in these are Ensure, they're push-in wire connectors. I just got a pack of these over at Home Depot. This is a 2-port connector, and I already got this set up to where I ran my wire and just put them in temporarily. Once I get the powered fan in, they'll just go into the second port here. And I believe the positive, remember, is black on the fan, on the MaxxFan. So once I get up on the roof, I'll be able to drop the power supply and then tuck everything away nicely back here. So basically what we're doing now is just setting up for power, setting up to install a fan, and finding the 12 volt power supply where I'm going to get that from. So once again, going back to the bathroom area, what I did was this is where the power was going to the fan, and you can see this bathroom fan is still working. And so what I did was I basically just spliced into it. I was using a 4-port connector here. You need 2 ports just to hook up the original fan again, and then 1 additional port just to bring the power back to the new fan. And I have an extra port here just in case I need to get additional 12-volt power. And I'll be able to, tuck all these back, tuck them all back in here nice and neat. And I'll be able to put the garnish cover back on the bathroom fan. I'll be able to put this back on there and then screw it down nicely, and I'll be done getting the power from the bathroom area for the rear fan, MaxxFan for the rear bedroom. And we'll be installing one in the front bedroom as well. So finding power might be a little tricky. It's not impossible, but you should be able to, by taking out some of the lights or light fixtures, speakers, you'll be able to find a way to get that 12-volt power supply you're looking for. You just got to do some digging around and see what is 12 volts. And most of the stuff in the RV is going to be 12 volts. Hopefully that helped. Stay tuned. We'll go fish around and find some power for the front bedroom. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to look for additional power now, 12-volt power for the MaxxFan in the front of the trailer here. I have my power distribution center for all the slide outs here in the front, and right behind this wall is the bedroom. So what I did was I came in here and then figured out which where I'm going to pick up 12 volts here, with 5 amps. So what I'm going to do here is end up installing a 5 amp inline fuse here for that bedroom fan, and I'll probably end up jumping into one of these 12-volt wire systems here. I can either go into the porch lighting, or I believe the interior lighting is already running something with the awning outside, so I don't want to get into that one. But there's plenty of other available 12-volt power coming to my main distribution center here in the front of the coach. So basically I just removed the panel here, and all the wires here that go up, it's hard to see here, but they all go up towards the end of the ceiling. So by doing some fishing around here, I know this looks a little hectic in here. What I did was I removed the speaker that was up in the ceiling, just so I can get my hands in there to search around and feel for some wiring. Here's the fan where the new MaxxFan Deluxe is going to be going into. My unit was pre-wired for an air conditioner. That's what this box was here for. But obviously this is not going to be 12 volt wire here. And also you might find some cables in here for the LED lights in the bedroom. But once again, this wire won't be good because it's working off of a switch. And we need direct power, direct 12 volt to run the fan. And then by further digging, there's some speaker wire here that runs to the speakers into the front bedroom. So we don't want to use speaker wire either. Coming here, there was an outlet that's pre-wired for a TV. So there's a receptacle outlet here, and that's not going to help. Looking for additional wires inside the cavity here. Looking for some wires through the cable. But that's a pretty small hole there. So what I did here to get the wire pulled to the front bedroom, constant 12 volt. Once you take that garnish off, the trim ring that goes around, the inside here, because once again this is a manual, crank vent, and it'll just be open to the outside. And with the rains and things, you can't leave your vent open. So that's why the MaxxFan is such a great new vent, because it's all-in-one. You can get air circulation and you're protected from the rain. So coming in here to the speaker wire, fishing around in here, I saw that there's a few different wires here. There's a speaker wire, of course, that I took the speaker down with. And this wire here, luckily goes back to the main power distribution center up front by the entertainment unit. So what I did was I was able to hook onto this here and pull. They actually leave a lot of wire in these RVs here. So this is a pretty long length of wire. So I was able to fish my way back from the speaker to this yellow wire here. So this yellow wire is the one that was in the ceiling there. So basically I just hooked on to this one and pulled actually pulled a string with that one here. So this string here is going to be what I taped to the yellow wire, because it's going to be a little difficult to fish it through there. So I just hooked on a pull string, and once I am able to hook up my wires, my two wires from here, I'll pull them back. To this location here where I got the wire. I'm sorry, where the rope is now. And I'll be able to fish this through later. And then from the speaker wire, I'm able to go just directly across the ceiling. Here, which is the open cavity. Got a little bit of insulation, but it's only like a 3-foot run. And that's how I plan on getting my power to the new MaxxAir fan in the front. And I'll be using the same connectors pretty much as I used in the bathroom. So I'm pretty sure you can do it yourself. Just find the wires that you're looking for. I used an actual voltmeter to see where I'm drawing the 12 volts from. This is not anything special. This is just a Harbor Freight voltmeter, which helps me determine which power is working off a switch, which one has direct power, things like that. But thanks for watching on how to find a 12 volt power for a MaxxFan, and hopefully this might help some of you guys out there. You guys have a great day. Thanks.